والآن بالتعاون مع خدمات HSBC تتجه للعالمية. التقينا أمس مدير شركة إلكتريك عتيق انصاري وشاكر زريقي مدير الخدمات المصرفية للشركات في HSBC الامارات للحديث عن فكرة اتجاه الشركات المتوسطة إلى العالمية. نتابع.
I'm a product of Dubai. I've been born and brought up in Dubai, and I've lived here all my life, and I went to school and college here. So when I was in my university days in American University of Sharjah, I used to always think of starting my own business. I come from a family business background, so it's always been at the back of my head to start something. In 2003, after I graduated and I'm working a year with my dad, I focused and zeroed in on the construction sector, and particularly the electrical sector. I had a cousin of mine working the same business, and we got together with this idea of starting Electric Way. Basically, the idea was to start up a business which is going to be an electrical solutions company, supplying to major contractors and consultants in the region, in the contracting, in the power, in the power generation, oil and gas, and utility sectors. We started out with 3 people with a 200 square meter warehouse, and alhamdulillah, we've come a long way. We're building our own 100,000 square facility now, and 50 people, and we've been a part of an incredible growth story. I'd like to attribute that mainly to myself and also my team members who I've been working with over all these years.
And of course, we'll be discussing your partnership with HSBC in a minute. But before that, I'd like to know more about your company. What kind of partnerships do you have, or what kind of companies do you work with, or do you supply for?
Yeah, it's an important part of our business. You know, we have to tie up with. As when we started the business, we knew that we had to tie up with important brands to build our own brand equity. So, for example, one major partnership was with Ducab. In 2005, we tied up with Ducab as one of the smallest distributors. But we've come a long way now. We're one of the top partners in the region. We represent a company called Nexons, which is the largest cable manufacturer in the world. We work very exclusively and closely with them in Dubai. We also have tied up with brands such as 3M, with Philips, with Tyco, and all this has helped us to bring together and augur a kind of a partnership which we've been able to supply to contractors into major projects. For example, we supplied one of the main, some of the main cables into the Dubai airport expansion. We've worked in projects in Burj Khalifa, and some of our products have even gone as far as Venezuela into some oil and gas platforms. We worked on the Olympics, on Asian Games, because we work very closely with our companies and try to understand their requirement and try to bridge that gap between them and ourselves. So we work like partners. So this is how we've been able to grow over all this time. Another major project is the electrification of the entire Marjan Island project in Ras Al Khaimah, one of our biggest projects which we did a couple of years ago, and many more to come, inshallah.
Inshallah. Yeah. When did your partnership with HSBC start? Was it from the beginning, in the middle, towards the end?
It was very, as I said, it's important to have a brand equity of a business. As a small and medium business, Dubai is full of SMEs, and Dubai is very conducive to businesses like us, you know, to start small. But I realized the importance of branding, again, a Dubai exercise, you know, that we have to brand ourselves and to position ourselves as a very, as a cut above the rest. We were a very commoditized business. So I realized that the partnerships we built, starting from our bankers, was very important. HSBC was a no-brainer. I mean, they're one of the strongest and oldest banks in the region. I say this also because they help out a smaller company in the beginning a lot.
Okay.
In the first few years, although we were very small, they always looked at what we did, and they always saw our growth patterns, which were quite exponential in the first few years because of the growing the way Dubai grew. They helped us in challenges that came forward. They helped us and gave us advice on how to grow in the region, and more importantly, I think an example was in 2008 when the crisis hit. They were one of the few banks who actually sat with us and saw how to go through the whole situation. It was one of the only years we grew when everybody else went down, again because of the support of our bankers and our partners and suppliers. So yes, HSBC and the brand equity that they have translates into our brand as well.
Okay.
Our partnerships with big brands also helps our business. So of course HSBC is a big part of the business.
That is from your side. Yeah. What about HSBC side? When did you become interested in this company, in Electric Way, and when did you want to be part of the business?
Thank you very much, Maya, for asking. From very beginning, actually, from day one when we first met Attic, we've decided to move ahead and support this business for very simple reasons. Actually, the very first one is the fact that Electric Way had a beautiful and amazing success growth story to build upon. If you look at it from a strategic standpoint, they've been able to design a business starting from scratch up to where it is today. And very interestingly, Attic is he's a gentleman who works very much as per plan. So he's been planning the growth for his business extremely well and systematically building up and achieving milestones, the ones after the others. So he's been starting as a small size enterprise, taking it to a medium size enterprise, and tomorrow definitely to a larger size corporate.
Which business is bigger, yours or your father's now?
I'd rather not say, but alhamdulillah, it's been a good story, and he's very proud of me, I'm sure.
Okay, that's of course that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
When you made the decision to go international, how did HSBC fall in that decision? Where were their place, and were they exponential or were they important in that decision?
I think more than HSBC, Dubai fell in that decision. You know,
okay.
The fact that we're here, I mean, Dubai for us is like, for the region, is like what Hong Kong was to China. You know, it's a gateway to the entire region. So the fact that we were here was in a way natural for us to go international, especially regionally first, looking at Saudi Arabia, looking at Qatar with the Olympics, with the FIFA coming up, and with all this growth taking place. And it's a very good logistical hub. You know, in our business, we get to meet people from different sectors all the time, and people from different nationalities and different countries who come here, and they have this already this idea in their head that Dubai has this amazing quality of service, which we're able to translate for our business, you know. And this is why going international was a no-brainer.
So, would you agree with him on his opinion that Dubai is the place to go wider? And when did your interest in Electric Way become an international interest?
Yes, I absolutely agreed. If you look at Dubai as a city and the UAE as a country, the UAE is very much considered as a hub for the overall MENA region. At less than 3 hours flight, you have access to more than 5 billion clients across MENA and across South Asia as well. So it's kind of a massive market for all businesses which are operating from the United Arab Emirates. But this being said, if you look at the opportunities within the region itself, we're talking about more than $4.3 trillion of project ongoing within MENA itself, so, including the UAE, looking at Saudi, looking at countries like Qatar and Oman. There are massive opportunity for businesses which are coming towards this region. And if you look at Electric Way and its business operating model, the beauty of it actually is the fact that we can duplicate this business operating model across markets. So I understand that the next steps for Attic is to take this business to Saudi, to Qatar, and even further far north moving forward.